that the EFF is their home and the only viable solution to their challenges of water, potholes, collapsing infrastructure, and corruption. Because when you enter this place, it's smelling all over. There are potholes all over. They are the champions of corruption in all the municipalities in Bembe. We welcome you, President. There are potholes all over. They are the champions of corruption in all the municipalities in Bembe. We welcome you, President, to this great land, the land of massive agricultural and tourism potential under the leadership of Utobela Ngole Mpapudi. Long live the EFF, long live. Mandela. Thank you very much, National Chair.
Long live the EFF, long live. Long live the EFF, long live. Alala EFF, alala. Thank you very much, Chair. And thank you for those kind words. I'm now going to call upon the President of Pudemo, Mr. Mlungisi Makanya, to give the message of support. Can the other ones line up because you only have 2 minutes? Thank you.
Mandela, happy birthday EFF, happy birthday. Aikule EFF, aikule. Thank you very much, Chair, Comrade President and Commander-in-Chief of the Economic Freedom Fighters, the national officials, the CCT, all invited guests present here. President, it gives us great pleasure today to be once again invited to celebrate this anniversary of this emancipatory movement. Comrade President, we want to take this opportunity to thank you for standing firm in defending the unity of African people under very difficult, hostile conditions. We came here today, President, to listen to your bold, balanced, and comprehensive address that will be delivered in this great land of King Makado. Comrade President, while some of us are physically here, we want to assure you that your message is awaited with keen interest. Maduro, who remained imprisoned by Trump, is eagerly awaiting your message. Tandalisu, who remained in prison in Tanzania, is eagerly awaiting your message. We thank you, Comrade President, and we want to encourage you never to abandon the dream of African unity, because it is the only route for economic prosperity. Amandla. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We are now going to call upon Lesotho.
Hi, Hule. Wow! Members, for the 13 years of loyalty, hard work and pride. Members, for the 13 years of loyalty, hard work and pride that you put for advocating dignity of Africans, the poor and the forgotten, the voiceless and the working class. We learned a lot from you. Your journey has not been an easy one. You have faced countless challenges, many of which are seemed insuperable at times. You have shown us that dedication is not just about achieving success without difficulties, but about continuing to fight even when it is not fashionable to do so. CIC Malema, we need permanent solutions towards immigration. We can't ignore it is a major issue. Immigration tension arises not from hatred of fellow Africans, but from the failure of our government leaders to create shared prosperity and develop our respective countries. We need new set of leaders who understand that the solution towards immigration is mobilizing our mineral resources. Thank you, EFF, and happy birthday, Kea leboha, kgotso, pula nala.
Thank you. Wathinta bafazi. Wathinta imbokodo. We are now going to call upon EFF Zimbabwe President Innocent Ndibali.
Viva EFF, viva! Viva EFF, viva! Forward with land expropriation without compensation, forward! Forward with the unity of Africa, forward! Forward with borderless Africa, forward! Thank you. Comrade President, I'm not going to say a lot of things because Comrade from Pudemo has already spoken on behalf of us. Comrades, I want to report to you, Comrade President, that the EFF for the last 13 years has been growing across Africa. We are very clear across Africa, in Liberia, in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Zimbabwe, in Zambia, in Malawi. EFF has planted a seed. The seed of EFF is growing. We want to thank you, Comrade President, for standing with the principle of one Africa, with the principle of undivided Africa. We want to assure you from Zimbabwe that the EFF in Zimbabwe is growing. A number of people for the message that you have sent to Zimbabwe. I'm aware that the government of Zimbabwe is listening, and the government of Zimbabwe, comrades, I'm sure they would like to engage you, Comrade President, so that they can listen even closer to what you are saying. Thank you very much, Comrade President. Amanda.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Amanda. Forward with African unity, forward. Forward with African unity, forward. The PNF is not here yet. They are still traveling. We are now going to move very fast and call upon the Youth Command to come and give. Oh, they're here. Okay. PNF just come and wave.
Halala fighters, halala! Happy 18th anniversary fighters. We are coming all the way from Botswana National Front, just by Gaborone, ager. Kogarone, ager. Rema Africa Road, ager. Hey, halala fighters, halala! Thank you so much. Have a lovely day today. Thank you.
Thank you. Forward with African unity, forward. Forward with African unity, forward. Mandla. Gawe, 2. Where is Naledi? Over to you, Naledi.
Amanda! Amanda! Viva EFF Youth Command, viva! Viva EFF, EFF, viva! Votek ANC, if you're registered to vote, say it like it! How to vote la EFF, it like it! Amanda, guys!
Amanda! Now, 2. Long live the EFF Youth Command. Long live! Long live the EFF Youth Command. Long live! Commander-in-Chief and President, officials and all CCT members who are here, and the leadership of the EFF Youth Command. The youth of Makwerere is here, President. The youth of Chisimani, Musina, Shingwedzi, and all of Vembe, Tivet are also here, Comrade President. The University of Venda is here. The University of Limpopo is here. All Capricorn TVET colleges are here, President. Mopani is also here. Waterberg is also here. Sikukuni is also here, President. In Matangari and Chirlamba, they said we must tell you that they are not like their parents, President. They are tired of the ANC that cannot create jobs for young people. The youth of Vuani and Zanini said we must tell you, President, that they are choosing victory over death. In Malamulele and even in Mahonisi, President, they are choosing the EFF. The youth of the great king of Toyando, the great grandfather of King Makado, Ramapurana, said we must tell you, Comrade President, that they will tell their parents to stop voting for Ramaphosa just because he is Venda. Ramaphosa hates the people of Venda. That's why there are no jobs for the young people in Venda. That's why young people in Venda go to school on an empty stomach. That's why there are no clinics. That's why there are no hospitals. That's why they are stealing the money of NSFAS. Vatuba Venda, Karivisa ANC, ANC ndiyazi tsotsi, ANC ihira vatu, ngaurara nabo, ANC ihira vana vamakomredi. Our mothers do not want to go to hospitals. They are too scared of that Elim hospital, President, because they know if they go there, they will not come back. So we are here to say to the youth of Venda, kari votele Malima, Malima uro konyisa midende, Malima uro rifa mvunzo ya mahala, Malima utofatsa mishumo ya vaswa. We want a functional NSFAS. We don't want middlemen. We want money to enter directly into the accounts of students. Ungopotitiro Battalion of the Youth Command, it is time to hit the streets. Let us go and register young people to vote on the 1st and 2nd of August. On the 4th of November, Rikuba ANC in Venda. Aribakubeni Batsotsi, Commander-in-Chief, thank you very much for protecting this organization from opportunists who wanted to destroy it. Look at us today, President. We are years today. Even if they can bring a helicopter, there is nothing that they can do. Namusa arilali ayuna olala Venda Venda namusa tikovuya. Happy birthday EFF, happy birthday. Happy birthday, EFF! Happy birthday!
Today, we are celebrating 13 years and we also launching our 2026 local manifesto. So now we're going to do victory or death or victory or Amantla. Long live the economic freedom fighters, long live. Long live the economic forces. My job is just to tell you who are your leadership today. We've had the youth command, the convener and coordinator. They greeted. I'm going to ask them to stand up again so you can just be sure that they are, and I've officially introduced you to them. And then Ground Forces, we also have representatives, our provincial chairs and secretaries from all over South Africa. They're going to stand up and they are going to greet. We have Limpopo in the house. Of course, we have Mpumalanga in the house. We have Western Cape in the house. We have Eastern Cape in the house. We have Free State in the... Wait. Free State. Go, greet. Free State in the house. I said Western Cape, and of course, Gauteng in the house. Thank you, commissars and fighters. Then our Central Command team members. Let's stand and let's greet. Can you greet CCT members like we are celebrating 13 years? That's your Central Command team members who were elected at our 2019 NPA. And then we have our former officials, our first and second DSG. I'm going to ask them to come forward and greet. Our former National Chair, Commissar Vero, is also here, but I think she hasn't made it on stage. DSG 1 and DSG 2, come and greet the ground forces.
Thank you, DSG. Amandla! Amandla! Long live EFF, long live! Long live Commander-in-Chief, long live! Hey, tough fighters, hey, ta! Hey, tough fighters, hey, ta! Happy birthday, EFF, happy birthday!
Maibuye! He Africa! Long live to the undying spirit of Mama Winnie Matikizela Mandela. Long live!
Thank you, DSG. Our Treasurer General, current Treasurer General.
Mandla! Amandla! Aykhole EFF, aykhole! Happy birthday EFF, happy birthday! Matimba! Aina!
National Chairperson, National Chair, she's been chairing, but wave National Chair. Thank you, National Chair. Secretary General of the Economic Freedom Fighters.
Amandla! Amandla! Viva EFF, viva! Happy birthday EFF, happy birthday! Amandla!
Thank you, Secretary General. And then our Deputy President, Commissar Gottridge Gadi.
Amandla! Manda! Matimba! Ma! Atla! Happy birthday, EFF! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, EFF! Happy birthday! Woza November 4, Woza! Woza November 4, Woza! Punching a helicopter! ANC Panty! Punching a helicopter, ANC Panty! Amandla! Thank you very much, DSG. Greetings to our officials, leadership of the Central Command team, leadership from other provinces, our ground forces, our international guests, and everybody with us here today. We are convened by the Independent Electoral Commission that on our 13th anniversary, we should have this rally to unveil the manifesto of the organization. Our president is with us here today. He needs no introduction. Comrade President, the world, Africa, Africa in diaspora, South Africa, is waiting to hear the message of our 13th anniversary. Comrade President, the podium is yours.
Tata, EFF, Tata. Thank you very much, comrades. I know you have been up since this morning, so we'll have to keep it short. Let me greet the officials of the EFF, commissars, fighters, and the people of South Africa. Allow me to greet our traditional leaders and our pastors who are here. All the dignitaries are greeted, including the ground forces of our movement. Allow me, comrades, to greet you in the name of the economic freedom in our lifetime, in the spirit of our ancestors who have allowed us to live long enough to see the day when our revolutionary movement will be turning 13 years. I greet you from this great land of the descendants of the King Toyando, a land which, with a rich history of resistance to oppression, and a land with a spirit of resilience, courage, and self-reliance. I salute you on this day, the 13th anniversary of the EFF, in the name of the great King Makado, Chilabusuku, Tsara Mapulana, the great grandson of King Toyando himself, who for decades fought and defeated the Boers who tried to take this land from its rightful owners and colonize our people. I extend my greetings to you in the name of the great King Mpepu, who took the baton from King Makado and continue to fight against the oppressor for our land and to defeat the cruel evil regime of apartheid. I greet you in the name of the revolutionaries who inherited this struggle for our land from royalty. Revolutionaries such as Onkgopotse Tiro, Peter Mokaba, Winnie Mandela, and Chris Hani. Comrades, we are in a great place because we know the people of Vembe have fought against a regime that wanted to destroy the black people. The people of Vembe are self-reliant. They do not rely on the corrupt of the ANC. Half of Vembe, Batu Banamadi, Nazipudi, Batu Banamadi, Nazikolomo. That's why we must remove the ANC government. Our children do not have jobs here in Vembe. There is nothing special that Cyril Ramaphosa speak in Venda. That is irrelevant. We can't eat the language Venda. We want jobs so that we can eat. We want proper road. We want water. We want electricity. And not just electricity. We want a reliable electricity. We want the youth of Vembe, the youth of Limpopo to succeed in their own right. And therefore, the only organization that will make the youth of Tabazimbi to succeed is the EFF. Modimolle can only be liberated by the EFF. There is no one who will liberate Polokwane and give the children of Polokwane quality jobs that are paying with medical aid and pension fund except the EFF. Only the EFF is the only one that can remove the corrupt. Our municipalities have collapsed. That's why they steal from the poor. That's why they make people who pay SASSA to pay for electricity. How can you give people money of SASSA, on the other hand demand that they must pay electricity? We refuse that. We want more money for local government because it is local government that deals directly with our people. What is the role of the province? If you ask many of our people, they never know why there is a need for a province. All cleaning, security guards, accounting and auditing jobs will be given to those who work in the municipality. Why do you take our auditing to other people? Let's hire people to come and work for the municipality and be the auditors themselves. We don't want potholes in Ditsobotla, in Northam, in every village, including here in Toyando. Here in Toyando, when you drive straight, it means ukambiwa, because you can't drive straight when you are sober in Toyando. When you drive in Toyando, you must drive like this, because you are running away from potholes. Once the traffic cop sees you driving straight, they know you are sober. They are going to arrest you. But the sober ones are the ones who run away from the potholes. The people of Vembe are saying they want an Elms hospital which is properly capacitated. They are tired of potholes. They are tired of dust. Many of you think August is a month of dust. It's not a month of dust. It's a windy month. But because we come from where there is too much dust, renana August ke kgwedi ya marule. A se kgwedi ya marule, August ke kgwedi ya moya. Moya o la o betha o kra le wena o nagara le rule. Then o re no ke kgwedi ya marule. If you say that to someone who comes from a place where there is no dust, they will be shocked what you are talking about. That dust in August demonstrate to us practically that there is no service delivery where we come from. That's why there is dust. That's why we are going to face dust in August, and we are going to stop that dust on the 4th of November. Comrades, the EFF has worked very hard. The EFF in Ekurhuleni has made sure that it gives our people dignified sanitation and water. The EFF stabilized the finances of Ekurhuleni. Once they removed our MMC in Ekurhuleni, the finances of Ekurhuleni collapsed. It is the EFF that is known for giving people houses, because the EFF cares about our people. Today, Tshwane is clean. You will mistaken it for London, because those who came before, they are used to staying in dirty places. The best MMC when it comes to cleaning a town comes from the EFF, and we build our people clinics that operate 24 hours in Westbury and Florida. We will continue to do so and renovate the old clinics like we did in Zanspruit, Protea Glen and Naledi. We are not scared, comrades, because we know this is not politics for us. It is service delivery to our people. We converted Oki Center into a treatment center for substance abuse victims. Even those who eat nyaupe and drugs, we care for them. And that's why we created a better place for them in Johannesburg. Fighters, everywhere else we are part of government, like in Taung and Madibeng. If we don't find water, we donated boreholes and Jojo tanks to our people. And even in Polokwane, in many areas we donated boreholes and Jojo tanks, even when we are not in government. We don't have to wait to be in government to deliver all of this to our people. We gave our people electricity in Nelson Mandela Bay and reduced the debt that the poor were owing. If you doubt us, you must go and ask the people of Motherwell. You must go and ask the people of Ekupumleni, old age, where we dropped a charge of 3.3 million that was owed by the center. Comrades, the EFF is an organization that will make sure you get land and you work the land. We don't want land that is going to benefit the few. We want land that is going to benefit all of us. We want land for settlement, but we want land also for economic opportunities. When we take over government, we are going to expropriate land that is abandoned and give it to you. We are going to expropriate buildings that are abandoned and give them to you, and give them to the students and give them to the youth to make sure they use them for their own prosperity. Let us make sure that the EFF in government gives everybody basic services. We are going to make sure that the middle income households benefit from a government of the EFF. We are going to build internal capacity and in-source all the workers. Everyone who works in the building of the municipality that is governed by the EFF will be employed directly by that particular municipality. We don't want tenders. We want people to work directly, have an appointment letter, have a medical aid, have a pension fund, and also have leave days. They must not go on sick leave. When they come back, they are fired by their bosses because their jobs are not guaranteed. Jobs and small business will be the order of the day. We are going to create jobs locally. We are going to make sure that everybody who produce in KwaZulu-Natal, in Musina, and Lepelle Nkumpi, Ephraim Mogale, in Palabora, those people who produce in those areas benefit our people there. We are going to support sports, arts and culture and make sure that every village, every town, every township has got proper sports facilities. There must be proper sports ground. There must be facilities for arts and facilities for culture. Especially here in Vembe, we are very proud of our culture, and therefore we will do everything to make sure that the Thulamela municipality provides facilities where our culture can be practiced and be shown to everybody in the world. Fighters, no government of the EFF will allow a situation where at an employment level men are more than women. There's going to be a policy of 50-50 in an EFF municipality in management, employment, procurement, and economic development. There will not be more men. If anything, there will be more women because women suffer from triple oppression. There will never be gender-based violence in the EFF municipality. Such a family will be exposed. There will be proper health facilities to ensure that we help our communities and ensure that in each and every ward there are health committees that help our people and encourage them to go and check so that we can detect the illness much more earlier. There will never be a village without electricity because every mine and every factory that works under the EFF municipality is going to work with the municipality to ensure that there is electricity in each and every house and it is affordable. Abu Gogo are going to receive free electricity and water from the EFF. All the beneficiaries of SASA shall receive free electricity because they are poor already. All the unemployed should receive free electricity and water and clean water that is drinkable. We must make sure that we industrialize
nahone vha songo ita zwa zwa tshivhi ya hu vinya mubiki
ano nyanza u ḓimudisa kha riṋe vhalandaula uri ḓo mu sort out
a salo ndi munna nḓala u bika nga u pfa yawe
ndau ndi ya nduna
zwino ro ri khou ri henefha ri vha humbudze
tshivhavhala tsha shango thovhela
uri vhenevha vhathu
thovhela nga lalame
ndi vhone vho tikaho ANC fhano Vhembe
tshivhavhala tsha shango
musi u tshi pfi ANC ko tshila fhano Vhembe
tshulu tsha maḓini
ndi dzi vote dza vhenevha vhalanda vhashu
mifululu
vha ḓo zwielelwa vho premier
khamelo
uri ndi na tshifhinga tshinzhi tshine nda ṱangana na vhone
mbila lo
nda vha vhudza uri ndo tenda damu ḽa Nandoni ḽi tshi ḓa hafhanoni
iwe mukhwa bvu mukhwa vhulungu
uri ḽi ḓisele vhathu vha Vhembe maḓi
ono lunzhedzwa nga na nzhele
Zvino ndiko tenda uri vo premier
asina njele ya chipaladza mune washu
vatendelana na nne musi ndichiri vadzulapo vavembe vakolila maḓi
iwe wachilima mundondoni.
Zvino nditoḓo vha livhuwa na musi vone vo premier na dzi MEC dzavo
unodzhia mubva wa mukumedzela mundondo
na musi vo ripa vo mabanana vo executive mayor
iwe wa tshilala tsha malokotana tsha nowa dzino mulima davha luvhidzi lu tshi zwala mbeu vuluvulu ḽi foromane
vo bvaho fulo ḽo ḓivhudza uri bombi iṅwe na iṅwe i fanela uri i bve maḓi
mipfululo yavo mabanana hanefha a ri dovhe mipfululo yavo mabanana hanefho
ndo rumiwa na nga vhadzulapo vha fhano Makwarela
thovhela ngalalame mune washu
he nne nda alutshela hone hafha Makwarela
iwe wono WhatsApp nga cellphone u sina data
nga ubva 2001
data za hone ndi rine ro dzulaho hanefha mune washu
uswika na musi
tshivhavhala tsha shango
vha khou ri dzipaipi dzavho a dzi khou bva maḓi
themedza luvalo
zwino spirit chavo Makwarela Mphaphuli
iwe wara tsimbi ya kanda imwe ya bina
vane va ḓorobo hei ya Makwarela
vele ḽa mbeu
a tshi nga lali arali hafha Makwarela hu sathu vha na maḓi
na iwe tshitanda u zwipfe
vho mabanana vho mpfulufhedzisa uri maḓi a khou yo bva hafha Makwarela
mipfululu kha vho mabanana hape Muthombe
fhedzi a ri khou ri maḓi kha bve Makwarela fhedzi
tsha u fuka na tsha wadzi
kha bve kha vhembe ḽoṱhe
iwe une wa ri fa iwafa
ri khou ri tshumelo vho MEC
ndau ndi andoni
vho premier
tsha u fuka na tsha wadzi
kha iye vhathuni
vele ḽa mbeu
ndi a zwiḓivha uri arali a tou pfhi vhathu vha ḓe vha ime hafha phanḓa
iwe muḓulu wa Makwarela special ḽa ṅwenda
vhanzhi vha khou yo simesa uri bada a dzi khou tshimbilea
ḽine ḽa kheruwa roṱhe ra ṱangana
vha dovha vha simesa ḽa uri maḓi ha khou bva dzibombini dzashu
kunyukhunyupuka ḽi sina mutshila
a thi ri ndi zwone zwine ra khou lilelesa zwone
Muthombe
ndi a zwiḓivha uri na mishumo vhathu vha vha tshi khou i ṱoḓa
mbilalo
zwino ro ri khou ri kha ri farisane na mahosi
tshizwa tsha tsikidzi
dzi MEC dzashu na vho premier
madamu ndi a nemene
ri ḓe na mbekanyamushumo dzo vhona ri ha vhathu
mabete o ambara phuraphura
vha wane mishumo nga vhunzhi
a to ṱongalelana nga
no fana
phuraphura
tshirwa zwanḓa kha heḽo
tshivhavhala tsha shango mifululu na zwanḓa
ro vha ri khou ri muvhuso wa ANC
ndayo andoni
u songo ṅalisa havha vhathu
tshivhavhala tsha shango
kha u dzulela u vha voutela
ndau ya nduna mune
uri vha ḓo swika hune vha ri ndi ravele ndi rashaka
lwenzhe lwa shango
ḽo mphani
muelekanyi wa ḽoṱhe
arali ḽo mpha musadzi nga ḽi dzhie
ndau ya nduna
ndi
mune
musi vho no ṅala hafho
kha khamera mune
ro
washu
ri khou ri kha vha futelele vha vhe ANC ine ya londa
tshivhavhala tsha shango
ipa vha khou zwi ḓivha uri madzangano o no vha manzhi
bendiwe tshinonyitinnya tshinayo tinya vhulinzhe mbonzhelele
vha tshi ṅala vha anyelisa vha ya kha maṅwe madzangano
a u nga ṅaliwi mune washu mipfululu
zwino ni ra ḓivhudzisa uri heḽi dzangano ḽa mahosi ḽa ḓo sala na nnyi
ndau ya nduni
arali vhadzulapo vhashu vho ṅala
ri ḓo konḓelela mune wanga Muthombe
ndi ṱoḓo vha humbudza uri vho premier na dzi MEC
thovhela ngalalame
uri ṅwana wa tshila tshitshena ha livhali
gole nga dzawe
mbilu yawe i dzula yo tshena sa fakaṅwe
mbilu i mukhondweni
ndi zwa musi vha tshi khou itela havha vhathu zwivhuya
tsha u fuka na tsha
vha ḓo dzula vha tshi takalela he ANC
mbolomo mune wanga
fhedzi nṋe ndi khou vha fhulufhedzisa vho premier
kha khamera
uri mishumo yavho nne ri khou i vhona
tshivhavhala tsha mipfululu kha vho premier hanefho
vachifatuo cha dzangano la ANC
muthombe
panovembe
na nne ndo vavona ka TV yanga mulo vakufara vamwe nefe
zvino rikori vo premier
ava dinani ngeno va farene va sa tuwi ya
kha va fare va khwathise
tiva va lasha shango mune washo
ndi tshiko yo fhedza
ndawu ya nduna
ndi khori vana vivo vana chipengo
chiva va lasha shango
vasadzi
ndawu ya nduna
vako zvifa
chiva va lasha shango
ndiri vana vivo vana chipengo
thovela nga alalame
vasadzi chavuwa
kakhamela
vagonya ndu
chiva va lasha shango
vutungu haelela na thanga
ndawu ya nduna
zwiko vuya zwichingahola murero nori vasadzi vafara lufanga nga vuhalini
mune washu
zvichikwamba hava vo premier vashu
kakhamela
vane vo diyimisela nga maanḓa u vona uri heḽi vundu la Limpopo
thovela nga alalame
ḽi dzule ḽi kha vhugalatenga
muḓulu wa bvelela mbeu
ro bva sa dzithovhele
muḓulu wa tshilala
ro ḓo tikedza ḽeḽiya ḽa u sumbedzisa uri dzangano heḽi ndi ḽa mahosi
gada bila muṱamba pfunda
zwino vo thovhele
ḽo ṱamba munzhedzi ya naka
vha ri vha songo
a
shonisiwa
sala a tshi nga luṱanga lu maḓini
dzitshumelo kha dziḓe mivhunduni yashu
mifhululu
phanḓa na ANC phanḓa phanḓa na vo dokotela Ramathuba phanḓa na vo Madaje phanḓa na vo Tshiṱereke Matibe phanḓa na dzi MECs dzashu dzine ra dzi funa phanḓa na uri zwikontiri zwi ḓe fhano vhembe phanḓa na uri maḓi a nwiwe fhano vhembe phanḓa na uri pfunzo i bvele phanḓa fhano vhembe phanḓa nga eneyo ndi khou ri ndendeni
muthombe ari luve kakhame tsha u fuka na tsha wazi
kari dove ya puri luve rote chikona chikoperekedza mazviwa
une washi
kari luve
kakhame ari luve
bombela mo
muthombe
silwa chikona kachiperekedza mazviwa
Amandla awethu, viva ANC, viva! Long live the undying spirit of Nelson Mandela, long live! Long live the undying spirit of President Nelson Mandela, long live! DJ.
Masha, vachikona Masha. Masha, chikona Masha.
Thank you very much, comrades, and greetings to all of you, comrades. All the protocol has been observed. Butobele, Nape Secretary Kinogwa, Bumtumbi, Kakame. Yeah. So, comrades, let's all be orderly now. We're going to get the messages of support. And we are going to get the message of support from the Alliance, from Sanko, Comrade Kutama, from Kosatu, Comrade Mufumadi, Ndicheni, and then from there we'll move to the leagues. All the leagues, comrades, we've got only one keynote speaker who will talk about the life and times of the first president of a democratic South Africa, Tata Nelson Mandela. So you are not keynote speakers. You are given 3 minutes each, and you know 3 minutes is 3 minutes. We appreciate your support in advance, but most importantly, comrades, we appreciate the Alliance. Give the Alliance a round of applause, Sanko and Kosatu, for staying loyal to the cause. Comrades, without any waste of time, DJ, I don't want pauses. Remember, I'm a DJ myself. If you want DJ Makoro to come on stage now to operate, it's something else. So in between, just make sure that there is something keeping people busy. I like the song you have just played. Thank you very much. Without any waste of time, let's welcome the leadership of the Alliance, starting with Sanko Comrade Kutama. The stage is yours. Amandla.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Program Director leadership of African National Congress, comrade of the Alliance, veterans, youth, women, people of Limpopo, not forgetting to recognize the Umkondo Wesizwe war veteran, as well as the NEC Liwane Ramobi, who is amongst us. On behalf of the South African National Civic Organization, SANCO, we bring revolutionary greetings to the leadership of African National Congress led by Comrade Popi Ramatuba and collective COSATU, the mass gathered here today. We met today not just to remember Tata Nelson Madiba, but to recommit ourselves to his dreams. Today we gather under the banner and legacy of Tata Nelson Madiba, a man who sacrificed 67 years of his life so that we could be free. But Tata Madiba did not fight for freedom so that our people should queue for water. He did not fight for freedom so that our children could learn under trees. He did not fight for the freedom so that the municipalities could collapse. The best way to honor Tata Madiba's legacy is through service delivery. Tata Madiba taught us that to be free is merely not to cast one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Comrade, local government is where the people feel government. It is where service delivery.
Comrades, it looks like there is an emergency. If we can get the ambulance closer to help someone who is in distress. Comrades, those who are paramedics, please, let's make sure that we come closer to help one of our own who is in distress. Thank you very much, comrades. I think the paramedics are here. Can we make sure that the ambulance come closer to give the first aid? Yes, comrades, we don't want to disrupt the speaker, but can we leave that to the team that is already there and the medical team to come and help Batlo Tusa, the comrade that is in distress? Amanda,
thank you, Deputy Chairperson. You can see that our government cares about us. It is where service delivery lives or die. And right now, too many municipalities are failing our people. SANCO therefore uses this Tata Madiba's commemoration to make 3 calls. The first one, fix the basics. Water, madhi kabe one, mudagasi, sanitation, waste removal, and roads must work. Let public funds be used for people services. The second one, fix governance. We need ethical, skilled, and accountable leadership in municipalities. Comrades, leaders who understand the ANC policy of development local government. Leaders who are accessible and who report back to our ANC branches and their communities. The last one, fixed public participation. Tata Madiba believed in people. SANCO commits to mobilize communities to work with councillors, to participate in IDPs and budget, and to defend our democracy against corruption and entrepreneurship. ANC, comrades.
Let's pause a little bit. It's like our team have taken an ambulance through long drive. Can we allow the ambulance to come through, please? Comrades, can we allow the ambulance to come closer? Let's give them a space. Let's give them a space, comrades. Please. Let's give them a space quickly, comrades. Let's work in an emergency. Can we allow the ambulance to come through, please? Thank you. And comrades, let's allow the space to remain open. Thank you. Let's allow the ambulance to come through. Can you give them a space to allow the comrades to come in, to get inside, please? Thank you. The comrade will be assisted. The advantage is that the chair is also a medical doctor. That's the advantage. She can leave the care of being the chair. Then the deputy chair will be the chair. Because now she's a doctor. So don't be surprised that I've got a new role. Now, comrades, as they are helping the comrades, we are going to ask that we leave other things to those who know better. And proceed with the program. And we apologize for the representative of SANCO. Due to an emergency, we have been interrupting your speech. You will understand these issues. They do happen, you get calls, but there's a problem, and so forth. So, comrade, the stage is yours now. To proceed on behalf of SANCO. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We attest that the government is servicing our people. That's very good. The ANC is the only movement that can lead this renewal. But the renewal demands courage. It demands that we put service above self. As SANCO, we pledge to be partners in building our communities. We will educate residents on their rights and responsibilities. We will support clean municipal audit outcomes. We will march with you when the services are denied. And we will rejoice with you when services are delivered. SANCO pledges we are the bridge between the government and the people. We will mobilize, we will monitor, we will serve. Let the spirit of Nelson Mandela inspire us. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others. Let's make us the difference now for our people. Long live the spirit of Nelson Mandela, long live. Long live the spirit of African national, long live. Long live the spirit of ANC, long live. Amandla. Amandla. I thank you.
Amandla. Long live the undying spirit of Comrade Nelson Mandela. Long live. Matemba. Matla. Manda. Ashu. The leadership of the ANC and its leagues, herein led by Musanda Womadaje and Dr. Popi Ramatub. Mahosi vote vane vavaone pano ngafasi ha urangaphanḓa ha Vho Thovele Gole Mphaphuli. Nṋe ndi Muvenḓa ngauralo ndi ri u luvha a huna mapone, ndi le 30 seconds yanga ngo luvha vhathu a vha nthuse ri luvhe. Mbolo ndi khou livhuwa Vhavenḓa vha zwiḓivha uri u luvha huna mapone. Zwavhuḓi vhuḓi ri nga ḓa hafha ra to shuma u luvha u bva ri tshi thoma u swika ri tshi fhedza ra ri go vote ANC ra ṱuwa. A vha ri ndi ri all protocol observed so as to save the few minutes that have been provided to present our message of support from Kosatu House. The Congress of South African Trade Union joins the nation in rededicating ourselves to heed former President Nelson Mandela plea when he delivered a powerful message to the entire world on his 90th birthday in London 18 years ago. Madiba fueled the long-standing call for social justice and the eradication of poverty. The injustice faced by billions of people all over the world lay bare. The cycle of poverty, disregard for human rights, and systematic oppression feasted daily domestically, stretching beyond the borders. Within our parameters, inequality remains the major contributor to the painful sufferings and lived experience of millions of South Africans. The wealthy are immune on the everyday economic struggles endured by many. The working and middle class battle to survive a stagnant economy, 43.7% unemployment, endemic crime and corruption, rising cost of living, and 82% of South African households in debt. There cannot be any comfort in financial circumstances that lead the bulk of the population to borrow money for necessities because meager salaries run before even the end of the month. Poverty and inequality are rampant across our communities. In that speech, Madiba called upon all of us to take up the call and ensure that all people enjoy complete freedom and emancipation. It is impossible to be free when putting food on the table proves is beyond reach for many working class families. He called on the few generation to take the baton to lift the burdens carried by millions as the world honors the revolutionary appeal through grassroots activities. The Federation supports Madiba's emphasis on the importance of taking upon ourselves to resist the factors that hinder economic freedom. It is in our hands to oppose poverty, comrades. It is in our hands to continue to mobilize for human dignity to be equally spread out of all South Africans to enjoy. Comrades, we all know as we are presenting this message of support from Kosatu House that come
November 4, we are saying as COSATU, come November 4, let us all go out to go and vote. And we must vote correctly. And all of you here, you know what I mean by saying we must vote correctly. Vasongo vota nga cha monde, va vote nga cha ula. Long live ANC, long live. Amandla. Thank you, Program Director.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, comrades. Comrades, let me acknowledge that we've got NEC members. They've introduced them under the leadership of Comrade Ntunza. Let's put our hands together as we acknowledge all of them. And comrades, we've got a guest here, the Provincial Secretary of the Northwest Province, Comrade Louis Di Remelo. Let's put our hands together as we welcome our neighboring provincial secretary. Matoho, Maboho. Thank you. We also once again acknowledge the presence of all of you, comrades. Ngilipet You came in numbers. Thank you for the love for the African National Congress. Without any waste of time, we are now going to call the ANC Youth League, Comrade Phineas Sebola, Comrade Boko Haram. The stage is yours. Boko.
Amandla, aweto, long live ANC, long live President Ramaphosa, long live Chairperson Dr. Poppy Ramatuba, long live. Comrade Chair of the session, I will not waste your time. I will pass my greetings to traditional leaders who are present here and the courageous leadership of the ANC Limpopo. We are sending our revolutionary greetings on behalf of 25 million young people of this province of Limpopo. We are speaking on behalf of young people of this province who are courageous, that when we said they must go and contest Musopaleng, they went and fought very hard for the true representation of young people in councils. We are speaking on behalf of all products of the Youth League, Uma Banana, Lebu Odas, Lebu Tony, Kamkanabana was speaking on their behalf. We are saying that where there are problems, the ANC must come to the Youth League. We'll give you leadership that opens all taps of water. We'll give you leadership that grades all roads in the province. We'll give you leadership that follows up service delivery issues. The young people of this province, from a humdinger last night, who have separated boys from men, have sent us a message to deliver to you. They are saying they appreciate the commendable efforts of the provincial government to create sustainable economy, to save jobs of our people. But they're also saying, we must tell you that they are tired of being Bentens. They are tired of being slave queens. They are not doing it out of their own interests. The economy is too difficult for young people. They are saying, we must tell you that The economy in this province must reflect the demographics of our country and of our people. Young people must be in the forefront of our economy. They said we must also send a message to the provincial secretary of the ANC that we heard him as Comrade Wamasanda Ruben Madachi when he said he does not want to be defended, and we heard he will not defend you. But the ANC will defend the position that the ANC has given you. We're saying anyone who wants your head must start with us. Anyone who wants to stand in between the unity of this province must come through us, because we will not allow anyone, even Askaris, who were nowhere to be found when their peers were fighting for this freedom, to divide the unity of this province. And we are saying to you, in the morning we're in Univen, and the young people of Univen are saying that the situations in the institution is not suitable. The rest conditions of the RSS are not really comfortable, and they are calling for the provincial government to intervene. The young people of Musina and of Blowback, they are scared of the job losses because Venetia Mine has committed that they are going to retrench over 2,000 people, and we are calling for the provincial government to get closer and intervene, because our people will die of poverty if we don't intervene. Amandla, away, go! Forward with Musopalem, forward! Forward with Musopalem, forward! Forward with Musopalem, forward! Forward with Mabone, forward! Amandla!
Arbabetele Matoba Youth League. Thank you very much, Comrade Boko. Uzoitola kanjani? Raw Young Lions raw. Watinta bafasi. Comrades, let's welcome now the representative of the ANC Women's League, the one and the only chairperson of the ANC Women's League, Comrade Mamidupi Tefo. Libwana bar musadi pale.
Malibongwe. Ikamala mokosikasi. Watiti bafazi. Watiti mbogoto. Long live ANC. Long live! Long live! Long live! Repilele, President Cyril Ramaphosa, repilele! Repilele, Comrade Popi Ramatuba, repilele! Royal Lions roar! Eita mayanga yanga eita! Eita mayanga yanga eita! Well, special greetings to all traditional leaders, particularly Botobela, Kiri Aha. Let me also take this opportunity and greet the Executive Committee, Provincial Executive Committee of the African National Congress, as led by Dr. Popi Ramatuba and Bomsanda, and also greetings to Alliance and also our leagues, NEC deployees in our province as led by Comrade Nzunza, an acknowledgement to the provincial secretary who visited us here. And I must also indicate that I must greet the chair of Vembe, Bomatibe. We really appreciate you, Chair, and the Secretary for ensuring that this stadium is filled to its capacity. I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the African National Congress Women's League in Limpopo to extend our heartfelt greetings and our unwavering support to the ANC and the people of Limpopo at large as we honor the legacy of our founding president of the democratic South Africa. I must indicate that for the ANC Women's League in Limpopo, it is both a privilege and also an honor for us to commemorate an extraordinary life of President Rolihlahla Mandela. I'm saying extraordinary life for Utata Mandela's life was embodied by courage, humility, sacrifices, justice, and unwavering commitment to freedom and dignity of all South Africans. We must not forget that Utata Mandela dedicated his life to building a united, non-racial, non-sexist, democratic, and prosperous South Africa, a vision that continues to inspire our movement and, of course, our nation. And we must not forget, particularly women of our country, that Utata loved women and the most marginalized in community. And therefore, we must draw strength from the unwavering commitment to emancipation of women and promotion of gender equality. Tatas understood that the liberation of our country would not be complete without the full participation of women. And as the ANC Women's League Limpopo, we believe that true freedom includes access to land. And on behalf of the ANC Women's League Limpopo, I'm making an appeal to all traditional leaders in our province to make land available for women in our province. Not only land to occupy and build houses for our family, but also land that would assist us to farm. And grow our business, particularly to participate in the mainstream of our economy. And as the ANC Women's League, as we honor Utata, will continue to advocate for the programs that empower our women. And we must also appreciate the leadership of the ANC in our province, for they've already started to ensure that our people are getting services. Day in, day out, we are seeing yourself and the provincial government under the leadership of Bopo Piramatuba. And of course, the ANC under the provincial secretary, ensuring that the deployee of the ANC provides services to communities. Because if services is not provided to communities, Basadi, if there are no water in taps, the most people who are feeling the pain are our constituency, and those are the women of this particular provinces. And as the ANC Women's League, we're also indicating that we support the ANC in their call to fixing local government, because if you fix local government, you will then create better lives for women in our province. We therefore call all women in our province to register and vote for the African National Congress in defense of the gains of our democracy, for which Tata Madiba has fought for. But we also call upon the leadership of the ANC, all of us and members of the African National Congress and supporters, to say that we must recommit ourselves to advancing the values which Tata stood for, the values of justice, equality, particularly ethical leadership and accountability. We are saying, as the ANC Women's League, may the legacy of Utata continue to guide all of us and inspire all of us. Malibongwe!
Arba betele matsoho ba ke ba kwele ba ile ba sa dipaleng bjale ke be ke sa tsebe hore di veteran le tsona di tlore ba gekole le ba gala be paleng bjale He who does here, Arberekenson. Now, let's see. Nomen Mashabani, are you here? Marabatwa Nomen Mashabani Karala Nomen Mashabani, are you here? Skukuna, are you here? Waterbeck, are you here? Albatwai Karbatwali Maini Garabago. Waterbeck, are you here? Peter Mukaba, are you here? Let me take this opportunity, comrades, as we put our hands together to welcome the ANC Veterans League representative here from the region, Comrade Malaka Gabriel, to come and speak. Lehato Ladi veteran Arba Betele Matso Bumatwadi Wona Arba Betele Matso Hape.
Da abantendele ndithome ngogonya thabani ndithusiwe riluve abari ndithome ngoramandla. Viva ANC, viva Amanda, viva Women's League, viva Amanda, viva Youth League, viva Amanda, viva ANC, viva. Comrades, abantendele ndithome ngautanganedza burangapanda ha province orangiwa unga bu Dr. Popi Ramatuba na Msanda Bumadaje ne ndoima apa ndoimela zi veteran mulaedza wanga ndi hoyu hezwi ri chiko supporta heli duva ndiwa uri ti ve valuza machilo avo vachilwela uri vatu vave na vuchilo ha queen. Chipikwa chuhulwane cha ANC ndi cha uri vatu va South Africa vave na vuchilo ha queen. Vava na vuchilo ha queen musi ri chiko queenisa economy. Ri queenisa economy musi vatu va chiko uva na land. The land, people must have the right ya bana na shang. Chitu chinenda nyoguchi amba hapa ndo imela burangapanda ndicha uri ari elelo uri chumelo aiswike khabatu ndiba ndodzula na bumeya rapa la ndasedza madhi achikushuluwa hapa la kaya la pipe mara wajena pa midini udo wana uri batu bako shota madhi. Mulaedza wanga ndi hoyu ndiwa uri richi fixa dzimaspala zwine zwa tea uri driver ndi zwa uri ari vono uri batu bako wana chumelo. Batu ba wana chumelo nga vurangaphanḓa ho teaho uri ri kone u bvelela ri fanelo u vhea vurangaphanḓa ho teaho. Zwine ndi nga zwi amba ndi zwa uri let's get back to what we call the basics. Arali ra siya kha dzi basics ri ḓo wana ile uri a ri khou ya hone. Fhedziha ndi tshi nyoko fhedza hoyu mulaedza wanga wa support, I want to say this. Hovuya takuwa bathu vana vo 35 vavili vaya kha mukala o thanyaho va ri vone mukala ro fara chinoni cho faho zwianḓani zwashu. Ri vhudza uri chinoni ro fara chinoni zwianḓani zwashu ri vhudza uri tshi khou tshilana kana tsho fana. Mukala vha vha ṱalutshedza uri chinoni tshi zwianḓani zwa vhuinwi uri ANC iye phanḓa i zwianḓani zwashu. Bathu vane vanga wisa ANC ndiri nevane. Arali ri saiti zwithu zwine zwo teaho, arali ri sikho ita uri tshumelo I swike kha vhathu. Chairperson na program director ava ntende ndi vuletse ngauri amanda.
Amandla awethu comrades are telling all our leagues Matsoho, our veterans have given us wisdom so that we know where we come from and then we'll know where we are going as the African National Congress. Without any waste of time, comrades, let me just acknowledge as well, just an acknowledgement, the presence of Umkhonto weSizwe Liberation War veterans here represented by the chair, Comrade Rapolo Arbabetele Matso. Comrades, without any waste of time, we are now going to get to the main item. And I will not come back when I call the next speaker, who will also do the introduction of the main speaker. Amandla, comrades, let's have a revolutionary song so that we are all energized to listen to the main message as we welcome our provincial secretary, Comrade Mataj, to give us a purpose and introduce the main speaker of the day, Bamsanda Skokele Tambo. Skokele Tambo, Tambo Sbuyele Makaya, Songena Ganja, Songena Ganja, Songena Ganja, Songena Ganja, Skokele Tambo, Tambo Sbuyele Makaya, Skokele Tambo, Songena Ganja, Ganja. Can we all stand up, comrades? Hey, Makaya, Songena Ganja, Skokele Tambo, Sbuyele Makaya, Skokele Tambo, Songena Ganja, Songena Ganja, Songena Ganja, Songena Ganja, Skokele Tambo, Tambo, Skokele Tambo, Songena Ganja, Songena Ganja, Songena Ganja.
Amandla, Amandla. Long live President Ramaphosa, long live. Forward with President Ramaphosa, forward. Viva President Ramaphosa, viva. Long live SG Mbalula, long live. Viva SG Mbalula, viva. Forward with Fikile Mbalula, forward. Thank you very much. Mshumo wanga ndi mutukutuku. Na chipida echi, no mfanela cho mfanela. Ndisa to present a chairperson. Rikonyago acknowledge abaeni bote barikaela dende. Roto varamba special baeni bote bacho. Bafunzi, the bishop. Batmonoko vacat sector zote. Rikoniri buanga manda uriwana tambo ya African National Congress na hapa. Roto barera uniamanga mtinga mti. Mranga panda wabewe wo Florence waon. Rikoniri bua note udapa chipita changa kechi. Rina chairperson wa province ya Limpopo. Dogotera wotava Jackson. Dogotera was Papa to Mishonga. Dogotera onoita prescription. Dogotera arina sechari. Dogotera onoyas badela ajia Jackson atotava ene mune. Rigori kade ambe na watu wawe keva womutechelesa. Ndi abala watu vane bakoita zi campaign. Ndi abala bangwe bolindela uba makanselara vane bonopira zi community meeting. Usongo jena nga community aunga jeni. Riko tuwa na ba community faith. Arari usuvika community hai ungasi jeni. Chairperson message wabo batu wabo keva bolindela uba techelesa.
Majority of 89%, the highest in the country. So that is why it was important for us to be here to celebrate the legacy of President Nelson Mandela in Thulamela, in the Bembe region, in Limpopo province. This is just a regional rally, by the way. It's not even a province or national. We are not competing. We don't compete in Limpopo. We are not competing, be rest assured. This is how we commonly... Secretary. We also want urikari gonye taba balabonokona urubisa batu kabalubise batu balabonokona rosha kariroshe richikotoni pa ubahone not just hamisanda pezi habotobele botobele bashubane namusi va kha ḓi funa African National Congress ngauri vha zwi ḓivha uri African National Congress I ṱhonipha mahosi I ṱhonipha vhothobele na President Mandela vha zwi ḓivha uri ova e khosi tiri muḓulu wavho na namusi u kha ḓi vha khosi zwino ariye luvhani vhono luvha vhono loshani loshe roba pfa mazwiwa a tshi khou ambiwa nga vhothobele mphaphuli vhone bogole singo ḽa bvelela mbeu khaladzi ya premier vhathu a tiri na premier ndi single vhaṅwe vha vha sa zwiḓivhi ri khou livhuwa vhothobele vhoṱhe vha re fhano ri khou livhuwa vho bishopo vhashu hangei dendeni na vhafunzi vhoṱhe vho ḓaho fhano ri khou livhuwa na vheiwe vho ramafhungo no ḓaho all the media houses. We appreciate that today you are going to write a story that Limpopo, Bembe, Thulamela remains the home of the African National Congress. There is no dispute on that. You can see for yourself. We said the rally will start at 12 o'clock, at 7:30, at 11:30, the stadium was overflowing. That's how we run our rallies in Limpopo. If you go to Sikukune, you will find the same. You go to Mopani district region, Norman Mashabane region, you will find the same. Go to Pitamukaba, you will find the same. Go to Waterberg, you will find the same. Limpopo is the home of the African National Congress. I want to greet all of you in the spirit of unity. I want to greet all of you in the spirit of renewal, the spirit of revolutionary determination. These are the spirit espoused by our struggle icon, President Rolihlahla Mandela. That is why we are gathering here in Makwarela Stadium under the powerful and befitting theme of honoring Mandela's legacy. Namusi, we are not just honoring Mandela with empty slogans, but we are honoring him with decisive action to accomplish the national democratic revolution. We are honoring President Mandela by building an ANC which will ensure that we have a province that continues to be hard at work. In Limpopo, we are not lazy. We are hard workers. If you are lazy, how to offer? We ask you to wait a bit and allow those who are working to work. And those things that I hear many people are writing on social media, that Namusi, we are celebrating Mandela. Mandela said, if the ANC does to you what the apartheid government did to you, vote them out. It won't happen in Limpopo. Because in Limpopo, when we do wrong and you tell us we are wrong, we correct our mistakes. Mistake in the shuma. You have heard what it's not me. That's why namusi already basangoto ambari butori bakoto swash. God abazip. Botobele bari bodakane. But we have a problem of water. Nichipata ili dramu la nandoni. Matana no lipatela bunyunyu na uriburi urumenga chilimo. Kananani ko lipatela uripa madina. Those were his words. And what is happening? Huko vulelwa madi Bombini, come village, Zofambana naho, here in Bembe region. So there is is no way we can continue to say, let's vote the ANC out. We have acknowledged. Bembe banyaga mati kuri vanhu va le Giyani va lava mati uri vathu va kuwa Peter Mukaba banyaga metsi. Just yesterday, provincial secretary, and I'm glad Comrade Enoch, who is our minister, is here. Comrade in your capacity as a minister, I must report also the good things that happened to Limpopo. I was but it's just a slogan. Apela Limpopo, we love sloganeering that are progressive. I was there when we were handing over a project which is going to give the people from Butlokwa, kwa mule mule, ha Comrade Paya. Mitzi, yeah, 1,000. The households, 1,000 households are getting water. Phase 1 has already deliver communal taps. I was drinking that water, purified. I'm told even the blueprint, it's top of the notch if that exists. Listen what I want Minister to hear. That project was estimated to be done in less than 2 years. That project was estimated to spend 42.4 million. But the Capricorn District Municipality, together with their contractor, Comrade Boko, who is a young black Limpopo citizen, they completed the whole project in less than 18 months. And the budget which was spent was 32 million, not 42.4 million. So there is no way in Limpopo you can say we are doing to you what apartheid government is doing to you. Where the rot is happening, we are the first one to correct. Robbery Apanoni as officials, me after elections, after conference, we came here in Tulamela municipality, we came and we met with the officials Zabembe, Namaspara, Watulamela. We met all the councillors. There were no dates for rallies when we came here. We came here after being elected as the 11th PEC because we are moving from one municipality to another. Roshikara tangana na bomea rabanenda bafundanga manda. Bafi atongo zidiba. Raba budzisa uri bomera. Iyi dasbini itoba zitarata zashuna. Bare atongo zidiba. Ndari hai heli dzina really change. Nango dzina lo changiwa. Bako zibwana uri bomera abachadzura ofisini. Ndababudza uri barenge 2 pisi mbili ya watenda speech chavo cha masipala na cha premier. Haizo zvimwe zviambaro zva ive maovororo na zvino bomera vashu vambara maovororo. She's on the street day and night. That is why I'm saying, President Mandela, we are not doing what the apartheid government did to the people of Limpopo. We correct our mistakes. ane adori hongo babona uri bo mera baboto ba ndo sitibesa na ene po stadium zabo bato ya bachikhura basa rumeletsi ndo babuza ndarizwa dzi ofisiri dzi do ba pa report yo naka nga manda ba believers to zisiyo. So hence I'm saying Mandela has taught us that freedom without dignity is incomplete. He has taught us that political liberation was never the end of our struggle, but it was the beginning of the new and more urgent struggle of a different type. The struggle to eradicate poverty. As long as we still have people who are poor, as long as our children are still struggling to pay their fees, as long as our young people are still graduating without jobs, as long as we have not yet transformed our economy, not a jobless economy, but an economy that produces jobs. Madiba, we are still going to make sure we dare not fail you, because that's what you sacrifice your entire life. To make sure that an African child is also as the African National Congress. By the way, we are celebrating 114 years, tried and tested. Tikuamba ngadzimwe dzi birthday, nani kuamba yashu 114 baifa, tried and tested. Rono chimbira mathada manji, bono zwibona mungwe omaliwa odzula buhadzi 114 years. Mungwe adachi kadito vopedza zwinwanyana abononga nga computer na muthu odzula mingwa ya 114 azvikona dzei bali. You cannot compete with us. We have seen it all. We have fixed where we were struggling. We are still fixing. That's why we are under renewal. So comrades, we are not here to slog it. We are not here, but we are here because our mandate and our task is that of we are in the battlefield. We are at war. Rindwan, marandwa yashu, ndiye ulwa na busiwana, ndwa yashu ndiye ulwa na ndala, ndwa yashu ndiye ulwa na basachumi, ndwa yashu ndiye utiba zipotoulu. And we can tell you, even here, most of the chidapa, zipotoulu zanu zatichishabisa ngamanda. Rorutua, bo emeya rabasala bachijena pasi, bo ndiya zvidiva, vari ndiya zvidiva zvinu. Vati general pasi na rine riko tusana nabo uri karilugise hedzi potholes. During our celebration ya 114, we were at Northwest. I'm told our colleague, the Secretary of Northwest, is here with us. Because we know how much we love the ANC in Limpopo, Secretary. We appreciate you being here. President Ramaphosa, during his 114 NEC statement, we were very clear that we are going to focus on fixing local government. And when we said fixing, I remember when he said, can we reduce the discussions that are endless? Or how you are going to fix local government, hey, start working. Stop talking. Karipungu te wamba. Kikhala re bolela. Malekgotla ke mantshi. Di imbizo ke tše dintši. Di ward community forums ke tše dintši. Hona bjanong a re yeng re yo bereka. Lena ma councilora le wena o šaletšwe ke beke or ba even if the community is how pronounce, it's only the community that can pronounce you. The community might not have pronounced you because Mara, that is not the end of you. That's not the end of your career. These 4 months, you must start working so that we don't ignore you. The ANC will never ignore its children. I have said previously, the ANC does not have a dustbin where we are going to throw our members. The ANC, all we need to do, no winner the mass parades that should open, like Tulamela, Rawinangabo, 89%, we will have enough PR councillors to accommodate all of you. But if you don't go and campaign, unfortunately, we are not going to win. And campaign is not about vote for me. Campaign is about delivering services. Campaign is about resolving sanitation problem. It's about resolving electricity. It's about fixing our roads. It's about refuse removal. We can't accept any excuses. Already when you are expected to work, and then when I meet the excuse every day, honorable Mayor Mabanan, Mirvan Vakutama Batakumarini Mati. When Nashawena iku matiba premier problem yamina emeluya problem yamina MMC wa technical problem yamina director ya. I'm telling you, we will remove you and bring somebody who knows that the reports to him. If the ANC ask me, Premier, you said in my capacity as a Premier, because this is a job that belongs to the ANC. Some people were angry yesterday when I was with Comrade Paya and Mamirup. When I said, I'm Premier, proudly brought to you by the ANC. But oh, it's wrong with campaign. Who brought me here? ANC. I am a Premier brought to you by the ANC. As much as you say potholes are brought to you by the ANC, even the water that we are giving people is brought to you by the African National Congress. By the way, the potholes were not brought to you by the ANC. It's about us when we are lazy as deployees. That's why the ANC will recall us if we don't fix potholes. So I'm simple saying, if ANC ask me, why are you not fixing your economy? I keep on saying, Musanda Bomadaje, my deputy chair, Makoro, my problem is the DG, my problem is the DDG, my problem is the HOD. They must simply remove me and bring a Premier who will see the DG being a problem and reshuffle the DG. When the MEC is a problem, ask the MEC to step aside to another department and fix the province. There is nothing factional about it. Even if you are my friend, if you are not performing, I will ask you and take you where I think you can perform better. Because sometimes I might think, Premier, Limpopo has got more than 6.5 million people, who all of them, Premier, so it means it's an honor to be a Premier, leading 6.5 million people. Comrade Inoko, Botswana, what is the population? What is the population of Namibia and other provinces, other countries? 6.5 million people. Their lives are in your hands as the leader of that government. Therefore, you must honor them. You must work. So let's go and do what Madiba President Mandela would wanted us to have done. We acknowledge that yes, things might not have gone right. But also I must remind those who keep on saying, ANC keeps on apologizing, ANC keep on saying, no, we are sorry, ANC. No, the ANC does not keep on saying we are sorry. When you are waking, there are times where you will make mistake. And to acknowledge your mistake, it's not a sign of weakness, but acknowledging your mistake is the strength and that you are about to correct your mistake. Let me tell you what I keep on telling my members of Executive Council, Msand. I always tell the MECs, uri hapa tsini rina chibadela chimwe chinopfi hayani. Ndi chibadela cha Botovele. Botovele vadzula vachiko spenda dzi birthday dzavo. Chibadela cha Hayani. There's a hospital called Hayani. We must go and visit that hospital one day so that I demonstrate what I mean. Heso ri chikolumelisa valwadze. Huna mumwe mulwadze ono vhuya ri kha Botovele. Vachiri ndi nyinyi ari ndi nne vhone Mandela. Ndo ya Robben Island 27 years na zvino ndiko vusa shango vakombona ndodzula hapa ndi khulunoni. He told us he's the president of the country. He's President Mandela. Then the doctor says, you see, this one is still going to be with us for a very long time. The next patient, arai nendi fipo Ramatuba, ndiko paka pilisi, zingwa zifi haloperidol, ndinwa 2 tablets a day. Dr. Ness, come, let's discharge this one. So the ANC is that particular patient who knows that we need haloperidol and we are drinking haloperidol and we need to be discharged from the hospital. But those others who are still in denial, they are still going to be in the hospital for a very long time. So basongo furiwa, Rene, we are here to fix our problems. And we are saying discipline and accountability amongst our municipality is the first sign of restoring the African National Congress. We are saying we are going to professionalize all our local municipalities. I was discussing with the deputy chair the other day. We are saying there is in no way in Limpopo we can say we don't have chartered accountants to be our CAs. Limpopo is one of the provinces, if you go to Saika and look at the numbers of chartered accountants registered, they come from this province. If you go to the built-in council, the civil engineers, majority of those comes from this province. Therefore, you can't say we don't have qualified civil engineers. No, we are going to professionalize our municipality. Somebody who, when the mayor wants water, that person must deliver water, not talk politics. Our administrator must understand you are administrators. If you want to be politicians, come, ask these councillors. It's not easy. Just for the BEC to nominate you, very difficult. So you are lucky you are administrators, work as administrators. We are being failed as ANC-led government by some of our administrators. They want to be politicians. When they arrive, because when the mayor arrives, people stand up, or when the MEC arrive, or the minister, not in Limpopo. If you are used to be capturing mayors, it's very expensive to capture the Premier of Limpopo. My budget is 92 billion. Who has 92 billion to can capture me? If you want to capture me, raise 92 billion. Because the ANC has given me that mandate to look after 92 billion. So you can't capture me. It's very difficult. You can't. I'm not cheap. Do not reduce me to a Gucci or a Louis Vuitton bag. Please, not me. You are lost. So I will come and I will remove you as the MM, and if it's difficult, I will ask the ANC to come and ask caucus to call you to resign. If you refuse, we will remove you. You take us to court, I will go and defend myself and ask the judge, how will you feel when after opening the door, you find sewage spillage for 6 months, people reporting, and you are ignoring them, and I must smile at you. My people did not vote for me for that. They voted for me to bring services. I know I am not loved. Some of you love to hate me. Some of you hate to love me. But Oksalayo, as long as Madiba has taught us, President Mandela say, you must always be on the side of the poor. So if it's you, the MM, and the poor people, I will choose the poor people. Those who can't talk for themselves, I'm their mouthpiece. So let's be clear. We are not going to be begging each other. And we have agreed as the ANC, because this is not my message, even if they disown it after, we have agreed on this speech that I'm going to say these things. I'm just their mouthpiece. We have agreed to say, even if it's a week before elections, if it means we must reshuffle your PMT or your EXCO, we will do that. Even if it's a week, we will do that, just to show you that we care about the people of this province more than we care about ourselves. Because when we care about ourselves, we will be worried about how much you love us. Nirurifuna na ritela mindi. Mara bathu ba rurifunela ba re rabelisa ndi bathu ba mudzimu wa ri phatsiphatsetso ri go tota dziphatsetso rine hi lava mikatekiso yi huma ka swisiwana swa Xikwembu a swi humi ka n'wina va ku va na ti-position. Ntirho wa hina is to convert potential into prosperity, to convert our minerals so that they must benefit the local communities. We have had the ANC Youth League. Venetia Mine, it's now planning to retrench. The bottom line is, until such time we change how our minerals operate in our country, in our province, until such time when we have beneficiations, until such time when our people participate. When the mine closes, people must be able to sustain themselves. But unfortunately, we have not reached at that stage. And the MEC Matiba, you know you have been given a task. And I'm saying it in public, in your own region, that MEC Chitareke Matibe is responsible for economic development and mineral beneficiation, starting with the mining academy to start in January, Sikukune. If he doesn't do that, even if you mobilize these buses to come and say Premier must go, I will still remove you. That I'm telling you, even if they come and put a memorandum, I will still kana bato dahani varindria ndito vavudza uri vana lushaka lunji yange murau lunokotoda hedzi dzimineral. Our farms must feed our people and grow opportunities for emerging farmers, especially the young people, women, and also people with disability. Our tourism sector must open doors for small businesses, for cultural enterprise. Our roads, our water systems, our clinics, our schools must become engines of growth, not just symbols of neglect. This is what we mean when we say Limpopo is at work. This is what we mean when we say we are growing our economy. This is what we mean when we say we are fighting poverty. This is what we mean when we say we are honoring the legacy of President Mandela. We are already at work. The ANC-led government in Limpopo, it's hard at work. And as we move forward, while we are not yet satisfied with the work that we have done so far, we must continue to do more. But we must move faster. We must deliver better. We must deliver efficiently, effectively, and also economically. That is what the legacy of Madiba is all about. We are moving forward towards the local government elections. Let us be very clear that the task ahead is to deliver a decisive majority. The people will not judge you about history alone. They will also judge you about your ability to fix what is broken now. Even if you are sitting there as a mayor, as a councillor, aretushika masipala wabo, arisofika masipaleng wa hao, mara wa tseba uri una le tše dingwe tšeo sa di dirang. Ke nako, ndi tshifhinga, inkari, loko mo lungisa, vanhu va rivala hinkwaswo. Even if people spend 10 years without drinking water, if you fix it today, people will remember the water that they are drinking today. If people were drinking water 10 years ago, today the tap is broken. People forget that they are drinking water 10 years ago. So that is why you must always be on top of your game. We are saying, let's continue and let's remember next weekend, the 1st and the 2nd, it's voter registration. The last one. Young people, Comrade Boko, Muswapaleng, I support fully. Mara Muswapaleng, I register a pin. Muswapaleng, I vote a pin. Then Ritlabulela. Ate amponche no more. Here are the numbers. We have registered the young people. The young people have taken charge of their lives. The young people want to be in those councils. Young people want to discuss, because it's not about your future, it's your present. When people say young people are the future of their country, I say, young people, you are the leaders of today. Lead today by changing your status today. Go register, go vote. Vote for the African National Congress. It's the only organization, by the way, which has Muswapaleng in Ponchengeng. Once they can say Muswapaleng, what's about power it's a mai. Rena Richabur Boko Bagar contest. Baswa ba ka tsena ba tseba gore ho fedile a ke re ba tseba le bona ba tšile bjang phao ba se diba shabi re ko toda baswa ba tše bana manda bafumakadzi roni ipfa ne re You must wake up, not only during election time. You must be alive every day if you are honoring President Mandela. You must be alive in your community. You must solve problems. You must mobilize people. You must report service failures. I keep on telling you, when there's a water problem, I must be informed by the chairperson of the branch, not by ANC, not by SABC. I want you, as the branches of the ANC, to hold our deployees accountable, not the media space, because media sometimes we have seen it at Madanga Commission. You can't say no because it's open. As long as you are a human being, you are a human being. So that is why we are saying the ANC branches, let's go and work. Let's go and do the work and monitor our deployees. You don't just deploy a councillor and leave him or her to do as they wish. You must monitor. and make sure that ward committees are fed with humility. Karati tukupadze songo ya rati kukumusa bathuni ngauriwe wena jena chiduloni. The moment we elect you as a councillor, auchanya godzula buriburi yange uri bata ya buriburi ya siyabudi unyagodzula thoya ndo ndi councillor ifio inoti olukisa bata ya buriburi ndiwe fix your problems. No any other councillor will fix your problem. We do not ask for trust of our people with promises alone. We ask it with delivery, with integrity and clear commitment. That is how we are honoring Mandela. That is how we honor our 114 years old organization. That is how we build a better Limpopo, a better South Africa, a better Africa, and a better world. And that is how we ensure that come the 4th of November, the people will see not just a party asking for support, but a movement worth of their confidence. Together, united in purpose and inspired by the life of Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela, there is no challenge too great for the people of Limpopo to can overcome. I still repeat, the people of Limpopo will solve their problems. Doesn't matter what type of a problem. We are capable of solving our problems. We will solve them. Before I sit down, I'm going to invite our leader, an NEC member. NEC member who is a deployee in our province. Some of you see him as a veteran. And indeed he's a veteran. When we live here, kabari ndibafurupetsise bathu babembe. Ndikale bakolira nga chibadala cha Chilidzini. Ndikale sibadala cha Chilidzini ndi madumbani apala. Ndikale richikolira nga bada ya R524. Namusi boireira baibona uri ubva Chakuma apala usvika hapa. It can take you up to 2 hours. Ndikale richikoamba urela ndi bada ya Sanral. Namusi pese kurwane ya shango yoda. You can only get that in the ANC. He is the NEC member, but he is also the minister. Ndichituwa hapa. Ndikoya nabo Chilidzini. Tinyagi vachituwa vasangu abona ala madumba. Ndinyaga vampechere. Nabewe nidzitanzi. Tulamela nova pan 89%. You want Chilidzini Hospital. And that 89% must translate into Chilidzini Hospital. It must translate into R524. That is not Tony Rachweni's road. That is Barbara Christie's road. That is Sandral's road. He will make sure when he lives here, he saw thousands and thousands of ANC support. For all they are asking from you, it's a road. All they want you, it's a road. All they want is that hospital called Chilidzini, like we have done with Polokwane, the academic hospital. Polokwane, the academic hospital. Thank you for building the biggest hospital here in the province, Limpopo Academic. We understand that even Chilidzini, you will do the same. I'm here on their behalf. I thank you. Ndaribu!
Amandla! Viva ANC, viva! Viva ANC, viva! Amandla! Program Director
Your Royal Highnesses that are here, Comrade Poppy, and the entire PC collective that you lead, that has made us proud today with this powerful demonstration that the ANC lives in Limpopo. The members of the National Executive Committee that are here, Umbanjwa, and led by a young, energetic young man, Comrade Nzuza, who has given me an impression that those of us who are old, we are going to leave the ANC in the capable hands. On Friday last week, the judges in the Western Cape have vindicated our President Cyril Ramaphosa. Viva Ramaphosa, viva! What is disturbing in our country is those who, when a judgment is in their favor, they say, we've got a good judiciary. When a judgment is not in their favor, the judiciary is bad. You can't have all those things at the same time. We must respect the judgments of the judiciary when they rule against us and when they rule in our favor. And I thought I should make this point because most of the opposition leaders now have become film stars on television complaining about that judgment. Let me take this opportunity by congratulating the provincial executive of Limpopo for making us proud, making this biggest demonstration that the ANC lives. Next door, we had a rally. I was told it was a national rally, but it was dwarfed by this provincial rally. Thank you for that demonstration. I'm not going to be long, as I've indicated. My job is to congratulate you for a job well done. But let me tell you the following, Premier. You said you were doing a handover. I'm ready to do a handover to you of Shilome Hospital. It's complete. It's complete. We will also, in a couple of months, be ready to hand over to you the Limpopo Central Hospital. On my desk, there are two other hospitals. On my desk, there are two other hospitals, Silizini and Eli. I want to assure you that we will do whatever it takes to deliver these hospitals to Limpopo, because the people of Limpopo have demonstrated their patriotism and love for the country. Our time now is to turn to local government. The African National Congress has said, let's fix local government. We are working with some of the local government here. Comrade Makoro will confirm that we're already working with them on a water treatment plant in Pulukwan. We're also going to encourage all other local government municipalities here to bring us the projects for infrastructure development. Key, our challenge over the next years is to shift the composition of expenditure towards growing this economy and infrastructure development. So we must respond to the call of the African National Congress that let's fix local government. But to fix local government, we require a leadership that is up to the game. The leadership in municipality must help us and conform and make sure that we can achieve this service delivery. That's where it matters most. That's where it matters most. Over the past month, I've taken a hard line on municipalities watch the space on Tuesday. I'll be addressing a press conference, but I'll probably give you a relief on Tuesday, all of you. I'll give you a relief on Tuesday, those of us that have not performed properly. Tuesday is your turn. But I'm going to impose further conditions because what I'm careful about, I want to make sure that municipalities perform and provide quality services to our society. That's what the ANC is about. The message for the next elections is for let's fix local government for the better delivery for our community. Amandla! Amandla!
Thank you very much. This is the minister that will give us money to tar roads, to build hospital, to give you water. Armetele Matsogo, Minister Kotongwane. He's the man of his words. Lenake Mone, Kuapolokwane, Wonale Spetele says holo. Say Hiwang, state of the art. Korlolo ala. We issue a spetlele ka chopper ba o folosha ka mo di mo spetlele lifti o isha ka ra theater o tla ba khopela o lwala hape ngele methele matsobo o kre motho a re modimo nthuse ke lwale gore ke tle ke khone o ya spetlele ka chopper ngele betheleng Dr. Ramathuba, our chair of our province, Matso, a wonderful lecture. And Honabialo, comrades, we are going to do this. Okay, are you ready for Makasi? Are you ready for Makasi? Makasi, the Queen of Limpopo, the Queen of South Africa. Otonya ka refeche program ka re ditulo tse di ka tla tsa senyega. Comrades, wait. We are going to do vote of thanks and remove our chairs nicely. Akirile motsiba Makazi wa bina motho. Akabeta stulo ka ki kore sata sa o betha o di matho. So wa bina motho ke sekgwari is the best of the best in South Africa. If you want to know the best of the best in South Africa, you are talking about Makazi. So now we are going to request our treasurer, Comrade Eddie Maile. Usale omosa usale bohale munno. Kiana munno ar khubakantse tsa masheleng gore re khone o ba le lena di pase di khone o ba gona mogatlo o khone o wina. Viva ANC, viva! Viva President Ramaphosa, viva! Viva the